Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host. Yeah, I'm back from vacation. Will Ferrell in a bad movie. So every one of them. Yeah. I. How you doing? How's it going? I'm a big Will Ferrell hater. I don't like him very much. I don't. His comedy style doesn't resonate with me. I'm sure he's a great person. I don't think he's very funny. So here I welcome to the dunk on Will Ferrell intro. Will Ferrell probably stinky too. Got him. If you are Will Ferrell and you're watching Monster Train episode 160 something, 156, 157, whatever episode this is, I apologize. I'm sure you smell very nice. A weird intro. Anyway, it's 4:10 a.m. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Did not stream before this. We did a Discord movie night. I'm trying to get back to doing community stuff in the Discord. If you want to hang out with me and do some stuff, I'm trying to do stuff on Fridays. If I remember, I had something that like knocked me out of the cycle. I had a Friday I had to do something else, and then it was just all out of whack. But we got it back. We watched two movies. It was a good time. We watched Judge Dredd, and then we watched Edge of Tomorrow. Good movies. It's been a fun way to watch some more movies and hang out with people outside of stream. So, you know. Other than that, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I've been. Oh, I looked at the YouTube comments thing, and I found a section for comments that have been held for review. And they don't tell me that they have comments pending my review. So I had no idea these comments were here. So if you left a comment and it disappeared, I probably did not delete it. YouTube probably just hid it from me. Mostly it was a bunch of comments on the one where I talked about mosquitoes, of people saying, yeah, fuck mosquitoes, and YouTube went, hey, this is potentially offensive. Would you like to check this? And then I looked at it and went, oh yeah, YouTube, I gotcha. What the hell? But anyway, I'm hanging in there. Hope you're hanging in there as well. It's late August. It's almost September. 2021 is almost over. That's crazy. We're like almost 3/4 of the way through the year. I don't like thinking about that. Anyway, for today's question is a question that is unrelated to me in a sense. Like, I don't have a whole lot to say on this topic, but I want to ask it anyway. Every now and then, people in my Twitch chat will go off on a Pokemon tangent. If you know anything about me, I have played 30 minutes of a single Pokemon game and I decided I didn't like it. It's Pokemon Red. I was not interested. It's not my style of game. However, a lot of people like Pokemon for one reason or another. So I want you to tell me what your favorite Pokemon is. I'll tell you mine because as far as I got, I like Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur's my man. And every now and then someone will be like, hey, name some Pokemon. It's not super often, and usually I bring it on myself, but, you know. So now I want to learn some more of the Pokemon. It'd be cool if I could learn every Pokemon without ever playing the game, but I don't know if I want to do that. So anyway, most people have a favorite, a go-to, I feel like, if you play the games. It'll also be a good test of how many people actually play the games, because I would think of it as a pretty low number, but it's probably a pretty high number of people actually who play Pokemon games. I'm just not one of them, so I'm biased. Anyway, let's get rolling, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and here we go. I think this is our third or fourth Exile Hellhorned run in a row. I want to check after this. I think that the Umbra run might have not had them. I'll look after the run. I want to see how many Exile Hellhorns. Obviously, this one had to happen because it's Exile Hellhorn main, but Exile Hellhorned, Awoken, a double-barreled Daedalus, Darkness Arcus, Chase Seraph, Welder Helper, Sharpen, Inferno. Good starters, really good starters. Welder Helper, Inferno with Queen, probably the best two starters we could pick. Sharpen, it's here. I'll pick Drop Cage. Drop Cage is fine, I just don't respect it. I really don't respect Royalty Queen anymore. I think I would rather play Imp Parade, because Imp Parade 2 gives us Rage Imps. We have the Welder Helpers, so we could probably play Imp Parade 2 and then Imperialist 1, ideally. And Endless Welder Helper as well. Something like that. We're weak early, I feel, so we should take it easy here. I don't know, we'll see how this one feels. It is the default Awoken and not Exile Awoken, and we have no pings. That is an important thing to notice. We have no pings for Wilder Helper. So, with that in mind, I'll probably put him in front, actually. Funny, I could drop bottom floor, but dropping bottom floor here is a big mistake. One of those ones where I want to get rolling right away and it's wrong. Instead, we're going to put Welder Helper in front of Queen. And then we'll have room for Queen's Implings to chump block as well, and they'll be fine. It's going to be important to whittle down the boss wave pretty heavily. I don't want to take the Ember Drain now. Oh yeah, it would have been cool if I didn't draw Inferno here too. I guess actually our winning line here, the one that makes the most sense, is to sharpen up this Welder Helper and let him just go to town, because he will. He'll crush the boss with these 8 spikes, or 4 spikes, I guess. And 40 armor here, yeah. Gonna make sure I use a Queen's Impling on each one of these clergymen. I think this Welder Helper just kills it. Right? It's a lot. We're good for sure here. No doubt in my mind. We take this boss out. That's a killer Welder Helper right there. That guy crushes. Look at him go. What a hero. Queen, stop taking the glory. Give it over to the guy who earned that fight. I will play Fledgling Imp here. Maybe. Hold on. Because we have Endless Fledgling Imp in Shardtail Queen. I'll play Ritual. It's a bit of an interesting choice, but I'll play Ritual. Razor Sharp Edge is an important pickup here because it lets us kill our imps potentially, and it kills them through armor, which will matter maybe. Lots of maybes and potentialities, but at the start of a run you really can't know what's going to happen. Quick 10, spikes 3 and plus 25. Yeah, I was worried about seeing Brandon here. I'll play him. I was worried about him. I'm not sure how Brandon will fare. If we show a multi-strike, he'll probably do fine, but if we don't, you know. Because we'll have rage scaling for him through the Fledgling Imps, and we'll have survivability through the armor. But is that enough? I think I need to play 2 of these, but I do not have the space for 2 Brandons. I don't think we have enough attacks is the problem I foresee with Brandon as my only carry. I feel like he is 1 attack too few, but maybe we pick up a value stone and duplicate Inferno a few times and win on that. Maybe I should take a plus 25 there too. Ideally we see a better option here. What's the better option? It's Horn Warrior. 100% it's Horn Warrior. I take Brandon Warrior, I infuse him on Horn Warrior, and we call that a day. There's a lot of thinking to be done on this one. You know what I want to do? I want to do something weird here. I'm going to do something weird here. Something like this for these early combats. And the idea will be spikes on Brandon can generate some slays that we would otherwise miss. That's the thought. I am pretty lucky that we get the Collector here. That is a big boon, getting that little Rage infusion. If I put a Queen's Impling up here, and a Queen's Impling behind as well? Yeah, they'll kill both. Get a Queen's Impling next turn for Queen. That's kind of weird. But ideally, here, I can now sharpen up Brandon, and he can do something. With the help of a Queen Zipling, he'll get this, right? Yeah, it's fine. I'll take the one. Nothing I can do about that. Obviously, without the trial, we would be looking a little bit cleaner here. However, we do have the trial, so what can you do? Brandon, it'll be close. Ritual battle. I was hoping to draw Welder Helper or Sharpen here, but Ritual will probably work. Off by 1. I'll take 6. That's no big deal. Don't forget we picked up Drop Cage if we see an Ascend card. Keep that in mind as well. It's fine. I think Hidden Passage is okay. Hornbreak is very tempting, but with Drop Cage I'll play Hidden Passage. And Sting is better than skipping, and I don't want either of these. Oh, we could play Sweet Brandon. That's actually really good. That's fine. Yeah. I hummed, but I take back my Take it back, I take it back. The sad thing about this run right now is that the Hell Vent here just doesn't line up very well, basically. And we have to do a bit of thinking to figure out how I live the next fight. Because it is not easy with this army to win this fight. These guys don't do a whole lot together right now. It's important to think about pretty heavily here for Daedalus. I'll go right. Another unit could help this along as well. We don't have a temple for another jump. I will play... I want to put the -1s onto Ritual, I think. Also, if they show a holdover, I will hold over -1 Hidden Passage. I will do that. That is a line that will kill Daedalus, because we can stack days. And even if it doesn't, we can start moving, we can move backliners off the floors, we can do a lot with that card. That card does a ton. Horned Warrior. Sorry, Horned Warrior, it's a little late. I'm playing Rage Sweep. Too bad. You know what? Here's the thing. I always like to take this because it's fun. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's not that fun. Not here. I'm not in a position to give up 20 HP. And I think that's what you should expect there. You should expect about 4 clicks on that event. 3, like, if I were to guess, I would say it averages out to paying out around the 3 or 4, so 3.5. So I just like to say 4, basically, is my feeling towards it. Okay. I'm gonna play 3 4s here. Hermit bottom, Queen middle, Brandon top. That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. The Queen Simpling does kill this bomb. I really am I'm struggling here. I am struggling with what I should be playing. I'm playing Brandon up here, that's for sure. And there's no way that I stop this. So let's go ahead and Queen Simpling this out. Kill the bomb, I take the Ember Drain, it's fine. I'll get to work on Daedalus, I suppose. Gonna go ahead and daze him up as much as I can. The Simpling living is actually an issue. Now that I look at it, it gets in the way. Just a touch. Could have also moved the bomb here if you wanted to. I think it's okay. This is a haste combat actually. Maybe I should have moved the bomb there. Or I can save him. Acceptable. I'm gonna take a second here while I'm playing this combat out to clear my throat. One moment, please. Don't wanna, hit you with that. Not a very pleasant noise. Yeah, this Husk Hermit is hanging in there. My man's a trooper. I let Queen die here. I let Queen die here, and then I let Husk Hermit get killed on the ascend, and I think that's the option. It might look bad, but I think we have this just barely. How have I not drawn any of these welder helpers yet? That's crazy. I have to move the bomb here. And I guess I don't have to move the bomb here, actually. Play these two. I can also save fire health by moving, but I should not disrespect Daedalus from this position, I don't feel like. I think the worst thing I can do here is stop dazing Daedalus. The only reason I stop dazing Daedalus is to save my Brandon. Now, 2 rounds of daze versus 100 damage. The 2 rounds of daze are worth more. Yes. Actually, if I ascend, okay, so I only get to play the Hidden Passage one more time. I should play Hidden Passage Inferno because it kills the Forged Disciple, on top of doing 100 damage. So it's worth 3 hits instead of 2, basically. And my bottom card is Welder Helper. The boss is 4 stun. And this is acceptable. With 5 rounds of daze, that's 250 baseline. I can also play a Train Steward in front, and then a Welder Helper. And that is 1 off. Come on. 1 damage off lethal? That's ridiculous. Alright. I mean, we lived the combat, and that's what I needed to do. You can see why I would play it in such a way. I do feel like from this position the run should take off quite a bit, but it was a tough road. Could take Channel Song. We have Queen's Implant. Could not take Channel Song. Spreading Spores does nothing. Horn's Tome? Nah. Too late, Horned Warrior. I don't like Alpha Fiend more. I'd rather play Brandon Warrior. And we will take Space. And maybe Space Draw. Probably Space Draw. Steel Shop here. I don't necessarily need to go to this Steel Shop right now. Right? What does it do for me? It gives me an extra hit of multi-strike, but I would rather remove cards. I need to make this deck a little more consistent now. I'll go right. Remove now. Pack does nothing. Boon of the Blacksmith does something. So I want to go ahead and get rid of 2 Train Stewards. Although Train Steward did save my life in that last one. Wonder if I would have gotten the 1 more damage if I put the Queen Zimpling in front. I don't think so, actually, because the Welder Helper in front, and I don't think so because 28 health is a much more important number against an enemy doing 9 than 8 health. He gets 1 shot. Like, he takes 4 hits if he's placed in front, where the Impling only takes 3, right? So with the Imp you get 5 total rounds, and with the Imp in front you get 4 total rounds. Just something worth thinking about in my mind there. I'm gonna go ahead and take Imperialist now, maybe? I don't know. As good as it is to pick Imperialist up, I am again needing to live another combat. Especially if it's haste combat. I really need to pick up Fledgling Imps. Yeah, I have to take this. As much as it pains me to do so. And I'm staying 0 pack shards. We're weak right now. I was wrong. We have one more combat before we blast off. What a shame on that Inferno timing. I will play Queen and Husk Hermit bottom floor. And I'll put Brandon and Train Steward mid 4. And once I start putting Fledgling Imps into this Husk Hermit, he's gonna start one-shotting these waves. There's no buffs for this wave. Keep that in mind. There is nothing. These are only going to be 235s. That's all they can be. I will leave the Welder Helper on the floor. I was thinking about killing him. I'll leave him. I could have gotten the Collector here as well. I probably should have played a Queen's Infant for the Collector. I am focusing solely on self-preservation here. I could probably afford to be a little more greedy, but you know, I don't think it's wrong to focus up on surviving this combat. It may look nice now, but once we can't really spam ascends on the boss, right? You're aware. I don't get to get a bunch of free days like I did on Daedalus moments ago, so it's worth playing it safe, I feel. I'm just focusing on beefing this up here. How are we looking? Just about right. It's a good combat for us. This is a really lucky roll. Party boys, we can get there on the sweeper. And there we go. Tiresome Climb adds a lot of days to an enemy. It's 2 energy though, which is very expensive. Imp in a box is pretty tempting. I'm gonna go Tiresome Climb. I think it's good. 4 days on an enemy seems strong. Awoken only provides a card that says sweep in this run, and we can go left. Another big thing here is we get to take 2 Pyre healths, which I value a little bit higher. Large stone. I need multi-strike. And then I'd like multi-quick. I don't think I give plus 25. Basically, this upgrade that it's about to show me has to be good. Endless is the worst of the 3, and it's still fine. It's not great because I didn't take Imperialist, but I couldn't take Imperialist. So here we are. Lots of Steel Chop hunting in this one. Yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. I guess I shouldn't have been saying the run will blast off. I should have been saying the run can blast off. But no multi, no quick. And I need to take pack shards soon. I need to take... I'm going to stay as low as I can going into Arcus. I think I can go to 45, and then at the temple I can go 50 here, which puts me at... Or no, I can go 40. I need to take a 15 from one of these two, and then at this temple I can take 50, which puts me to 90, and then 100 from the boons. Yeah, I think that's our best option. So we'll just sit on it here. Gotta sit on our hands. This is a run that you cannot be aggressive on in any way. We are waiting. Respectfully and patiently we are waiting. If I had a quick here, this fight would be so free. Sadly, I do not have a quick, so this fight is going to be messy. We're also top 4, and the only card that I have that can kill this Fledgling Imp is here. You give 3 rage to the 4, you give 5 rage to the 4 as the Imp, though. The Imp takes the kill from the Sweep Boy, which is what I was contemplating here. We lose a kill, but it's okay. Yeah. And if I ascend the tank, I think he'll gain 30, 40, 50 armor. How much does he take? He takes a lot. 43 and 58 go through. I think I ascend the tank. He'll have 3 days, which represents 105 as is, so this seems right to me. And I think I need to work on survivability for Husk Hermit here as well. Yeah. I keep saying it, but there's gonna come a point where this run becomes good. You just trust. We got... on the horizon, we have a good run. You just gotta keep believing. can hidden passage daze this guy and then hidden passage him again and just insta-kill him in the pyre. I might, like, I might die here. That is the fear, of course. But if I don't die here, we're chilling. This Welder Helper goes in front and tanks this wave. Goes up at 3 days. He is dead for free. I don't mind, I think, on the Fledgling Imp here. We get to rob the stealth boss of stealth. I don't mind that the Fledgling Imp lives, is what I was thinking about there. I think it's fine. Okay, so we rob the stealth boss here pretty easily. Got 2 options here on how you want to rob her, too. We can double ascend her. She goes up with 6 days. That's quite a bit. I think the best option for clearing stealth here is single ascend to kill the marksman behind and then just slam 3 imps. And slam, yeah, so like this. We go hidden passage on up. I guess tiresome climb is slightly better, isn't it? No, it's worse. I want to play imps. I guess it's similar, but if I just play Welder Helper, I'm just going to play hidden passage. I've thought enough. Then we go Welder Helper, Queen's Impling, Queen's Impling, and that should buy me like 5 rounds. Okay, 6 rounds. Pretty good. Let me go ahead and we just double welder. Nice and easy. Good combats so far. We got 1 more to live. We gotta live Arcus, and then we are truly there. Important work is a good option to shore up my missing Imperialist potential. If we hit Imperialist, important work doesn't do much. Restoring Retreat's interesting with Drop Cage. We can start like ascend, descend strats. Move an enemy up and down. I think I'm alright, but it's an interesting option. Lets you stack 4 days without moving an enemy. I need to see a magic shop. I really need to see a magic shop here. I don't need to duplicate that desperately. Interesting. There's a value stone here. So there's value stone, holdover, inferno here, which is good, but it messes with my Husk Hermit scaling, because I am scaling partially through Slays. It's partially through Fledgling Imp, but it's partially through Slays. However, all you have to do, if you make 2 Value Stone holdover Infernos, all you have to do is find the answer to Relentless, because that kills everything. 200 piercing damage kills everything. I think that is reliable enough. I believe this is a reliable enough line to get there. I'll commit. Also, Rail Spike we just cut Train Steward out. Spell Spike there doesn't do much. I don't think there's any spells I really want to get rid of right now. I mean, Restore, but I'd rather get rid of the Train Stewards right now. Could have holdover important worked also. It still could do this, right? This is also a viable option, but it's kind of weird with Endless Imps because you end up leaving the Imp on the floor anyway. I'll do the Inferno line. I want to see too. This is a good check. I want to see if it is so bad. We're staying low on shards as we've discussed. I'm checking here if it's so bad on stealing Slays when we have the Rage Imp every turn. My guess is no. I think the Rage Imp every turn should be good enough. There's also going to be turns like this one where we could just let these sycophants walk, which I will be doing. Oh, and I stack 3 days on the boss forever. I just continuously daze them up. Crazy would it be if when you daze them they didn't get to activate their effect, like he just couldn't and can't shard me here. It would be ridiculous. Is how it would be. be skyrocketing days to the forefront. I mean, it's already a really strong mechanic. How many options are there for days? There's tiresome climb. That's a shame on the fledgling. Just start Inferno. Should Inferno mid-wave. Bottom wave doesn't do that much damage. Although I guess 2 chump blockers cancels this as well. Yeah. There's Frenzied Swarm, there's Siren Song. What else can you do? Drop Cage, right? And then the one that we have. Oh, there's the new one in Wormkin. What's it called? Force Contamination is the melee weakness one. It is Soul Crushing Kill. Soul Crushing Kill. Got there. Anyway, you're just listening to me ramble now. But I guess that's most of these episodes when you get right down to it. Hold over Inferno, as you can see, very strong in this combat. Didn't really talk about it in this combat, but it does trivialize a majority of the waves very nicely. You lived. It does check out. I'm gonna keep Infernoing the boss, and I will Inferno this wave. And I think it's fine to let Welder Helper go, because it's on the reshuffle. So there's a chance I draw back into him anyway. I didn't, but it could have happened. Yeah, what, 4 days there? Which Seraph is it, by the way? Ooh. Just taking a second to check in with Seraph. Oh no. Our scaling will be fine because of Inferno, I guess. Like, it'll cover it. This should win, I think. We go Tiresome Climb for 4 days. Inferno. Fledgling Imp up here. I could have put Queen Zimpling down first for slightly more. But, yeah, whatever. That should be plenty, right? That's 9 days, yeah. That's a lot of days. I'm a little concerned about Chase Sarah, but... You know, I've been saying it, if we live, we should blast off. We should now, in theory, become much stronger. Our rage scaling is good enough, I feel, here. Like, it's... For Chase Seraph, it's a little lacking, though. So maybe I grab Dark Deal. I'm worried about my survivability, but let's grab Dark Deal. And this is draw. Energy, I don't think I need that badly. Although, maybe I want energy for the 2 Infernos. But let's see what the Steel Shop says. Quick? Yeah, sure. That is good. Don't get me wrong. Imperialist, please? Ah. So here's the deal. I have the Imp Parade Welder Helper already because I have Endless Welder Helper. I don't get any value for going Imp Parade 3 other than 40 more attack and 5 more health. The 5 more health, I think I'll be able to live without. I'm gonna go Royalty. I don't think I need the Welder Helper option. Now, we do have to spike a bunch of pack shards. Missing Imperialist here sucks, but it had to be done this way. It's a real shame, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Spell chain option here is important work. Purge Stone just goes on Restore, and then the last 25 that I need to take comes from infusing. Can do a Welder Helper on the Welder Helper, which is fine. It's okay. It's AoE armor though. Yeah, I think this is right. It helps keep Queen alive, but Queen's already okay, really. I mean, it doesn't matter a lot. I think that the idea here is mostly just to get a card out of the deck. And that puts us at 90. It's a shame we couldn't have these reversed, so we go into this combat at 50 and then take 50 in the next one, but what are you gonna do? I do not take don't take the 20 armor here. Scared of having to deal 45 damage to a Shade Wings on turn 1, which would have been maybe an issue. Maybe not, actually. Maybe we would have been fine. Because of the quick, maybe it's okay. Hard to tell, really. I mean, we drew Ritual of Battle, so it would have been fine. I will get this collector. It's weird. Weird, but we do it like this, right? That way we get one more Impling played. Play the imp first and then we send it. Actually, you should have played this Impling? No. Don't worry about it too much. Take the kill. Heal goes down, Fledgling hits the field. We have just enough for the kill. Get rid of all of these queens and things, which is nice. I don't know, man. Do I think we win this one? Take it or leave it on my opinion on that one. The holdover Inferno gets a little weirder now too, doesn't it? A lot of stuff gets a lot weirder here, now that I'm looking at it a little closer. A lot gets strange. Yeah. I will... I think I need to kill it. This queen's impling, or else it's never going to die. If the welder helper is going to stay for a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that. And then might be wrong to Inferno now too. I think that Inferno might. I think it is wrong. This run feels hard. You're scary. 290. My floor doesn't do a ton of damage. Right now what we're doing is we're using Husk Hermit to wipe out all of the things in front and letting Queen clean up. We don't do a ton of damage. But we have this Inferno. Not, and the quick is making it so that these imps aren't dying. I'm not convinced here. Let me say that. I'm not convinced. Let's put some rage onto our boy. New welder helper, who dis? I mean, he gets to 145. Assuming we see multi-strike, it should be okay. It's a big assuming, though. You know how Monster Train's been lately. Been a fickle mistress. We do have, like... We have pretty good damage for Relentless here, though, so I'm happy to just send it. It's 6 days, he should be plenty dead. Yeah. Like, we're close. It feels close. Oh, I could have taken 10 less pack shards, by the way. That just dawned on me. Could have taken 10 less because I'm going to duplicate this Inferno. Branding Right's cool, but it's too expensive. Imp in a box is okay, but I don't have space. Impressive? Like, Branding Right's good because it kills my imps for me, potentially, or I use it to kill an enemy, or I use it to give myself 15 armor. Lots of flexibility here. Impressive is good because it targets an imp, and Imp in a box is good because it could give Transcendent. But I will skip. And I will skip. I think I've had a lot of these runs lately where I'm just existing. Like, I'm just existing on this run. I'm not doing anything spectacular. I just am. We reroll that shot. No multi-strike. No multi-strike. It's a 0 multi-strike run. I didn't look for it too hard. Like, I skipped that first steel shop because I wanted to look for something a little bit better. And oh, I took the money anyway, by the way. That was just a reflex. That's my bad. Given that turn of events where I took the money anyway, how do you feel about changing it up and just taking a second hidden passage here? This card's good. I think you could do either option, to be fair. I think it's probably a little better to do Inferno, but I think we can do hidden passage here as well. Get a similar effect. The hidden passage might be better against the mini bosses also. Rationalize it out a little bit at least. Oh, let me, before I buy that, I should look at the trinket shop, but I already bought it. I'll still roll, because it's 60, 150. It's 270, right, for 3 removals? I think I can remove exactly 3 cards. The odds that I roll into something viable are very low, so instead I will just remove 3 cards. 3 restores out of the deck. Yeah, but exactly enough for 3 removals there, so it makes more sense. Okay. Let's see how we fare. I think the biggest storyteller of this run is the relic bar. You can tell when a run's going off the rails because it's full of relics. I've been not offered very much and also haven't taken very much. I wonder if on this run it would have been... Infusion's kind of nuts. I wonder if it would have been feasible for me to take the Imperialist when we saw it. I think the answer is no. Like, it feels pretty strongly to me that the answer would be no. But it's still worth thinking about. Go ahead and important work away the fledgling imp. Ah. So on waves remaining 2, I want to start on dazing the boss. For now, I'll just start with just move some of these guys up. This is worth doing, and it's important to note why we're doing this. We move these units up so that the Husk Hermit has the higher rage for the Dark Wings attack on the next round. He's going to lose some of it anyway. And his spikes. And the spikes? How could you? It's worth it. We'll mostly Inferno the big scary heavy waves. And I want to daze the Pyre Wings. Honestly, I could just express send them straight to the... Yeah. Get out of here, loser. You're not welcome here. Completely bypass 2 waves. Imagine being these 3 dudes and seeing the guy who's supposed to come in right after you fly past you and just get obliterated because of the cage. That'd be a weird sight. Yeah, I want this to die. Our queen is actually our scaling option here as well. Like I am planning like right now she is our boss killer, it looks like. The Husk Hermit plus the Inferno will get us there, and she cleans up. That's looking like what we're doing. 230 goes to the boss here, which seems higher than I would expect. I guess it's rage generation too. I'm thinking about if I should just send another Gilded Wings up. It feels like I'm supposed to. Because Husk Hermit's not going to have enough damage to kill this unit. We'll just get him out of here. Escort him straight up. Makes sense. Letting an enemy swing is very good for me because it lets me play Fledgling Imp and have it die also. Worth mentioning. Misplay alert here a little bit. I would have liked to have played Welder Helper. That is alright. I guess I still could play Welder Helper like this. I put this in this position down where this unit lives, and it's weird. It's a strange one. Let me just get rid of this unit. But just don't think about that too much. Don't worry about it. Start Daze and Seraph. I think that one Daze will do nothing but I'll do it to him anyway. I can also start using it to move him up to the floor to get free damage on turns where he's not on the floor, which is worth thinking about. Peace. Razor Sharp Edge, do what you're meant to do, kill the imp. And 61. think on this turn, the days that I put on the boss will stick. So I'll send it out. But he'll go down to 2 and then I daze him again and then he'll go up. He'll enter Relentless with 6. Oh, 5. 4, actually. Now that I've walked it down. But it's still fine. I do want to Inferno this, so I think I will. 100 damage to the boss, worth. Elder Helper hits the field. And Fledgling. Also. She's rallied enough to be valuable here, I guess. Nothing crazy, but she's rallied enough. 150 attack. It's a unique circumstance that we find ourselves in where rally is really the winner here. But yeah, that's Monster Train, baby. Okay, you are gone. You're dead. Your name is stricken from the records. Good Inferno him. I think I will Inferno Sarah. I don't think I need to ascend right now. Because I'm not double ascending, I'll be in the exact same position if I ascend on the next round, which is what I look to do. And we may as well diffuse this enemy while we can. And I took 4 damage to Pyre there. I knew it was happening, I didn't care. Not damage that I think is worth worrying about, particularly. It is better for this Gilded Wing to go up, actually. Huh. I'm gonna go for Relentless here. I'm gonna plant the Fledgling in. I'm gonna plant the Welder Helper, and I think this should be good enough. Here, what do you got for me, actually? Just check there for Tiresome Climb. So, we Hidden Passage the 1090 up. It gives a Slay to Husk Hermit because of the quick. We Inferno the boss for 100 damage, and then we send him on up. And that's 5 days, and should be enough. That is just enough. But you know what? At the end of the day, just enough is enough for me. Now ain't it? I'll take it. That lifesteal almost got me. Ooh, buddy. Those were 12 times 4. It was like an extra couple hundred health there for him. I'm happy with this run, no matter what happens. It's been rocky. The shops were not kind, and the order of temples was not great either. So, getting here is happy. Getting here is enough, I should say. Arson this one, hold on. How much do I care about having energy next turn? I don't think it's worth as much as 10 on the Queen is. This Hidden Passage is going to spend most of its time... One of these Hidden Passages is going to kill the Divinity every turn. Basically, from this position right now, I can stack days on the Divinity every turn, and that will win. The Divinity dies to that. So... all I have to do is scale... if I can scale Husk Hermit to 200 attack, we just win on the spot, basically. Is where we are right now. Because he'll wipe everything out, except for the mini-bosses, I guess, but don't worry about those. Dark Deal's worth here. I should also consider splitting these guys up. Like, send one up. Let it die. Could send up another with Tiresome Climb, and I think it will also die, but... does that seem right? Yeah, that seems right, because it gets its damage shield gets taken. It'll go up to the pyre with 3 days, which is enough. Sure, that's acceptable. They're fledgling up on the field here. Oh yeah, back to Hidden Passaging, by the way. I'm scared I might have this wave. I'm worried enough to throw it in Inferno. Yeah. I will give it that much. Ooh, good Hidden Passage draw. And you'll live, but takes 55, he gets the damage shield. I don't think that I need to worry about this enemy. The only enemy that I need to worry about from this position now is the mini boss. Taking 6 here doesn't kill me. Taking 6 is a sacrifice I take here. Elder Helper goes down. Fledgling Imp goes down. All I have to worry about is this Inquisitor and the Harvest Wave, I guess. But, you know, Harvest Wave is pop with that. If I double daze him, that's 4? Walk up, he'll take 69. He'll walk up into the pyre with 3. That's definitely not enough. Just checking. Just checking. You're off by 1 for Huskharmit's kill also, which is fine, because that just means that we're letting our Fledgling Imp die, which Fledgling Imp is a viable option for scaling as well. I have to answer Discipled Inquisitor here. I have to figure out how I'm doing enough damage to this boss. And that's all we have left to figure out. I have to get him to a low enough health point that I don't die, and then we're chilling. This put you over the top? It's 100. It's 100. Yeah, you're gonna kill them all. Okay. No need to worry about this then. He kills everything. And that is... Oh, he doesn't quite kill everything? Huh. My calculations were incorrect. That's strange. I am very worried about the Inquisitor here. And I don't have anything I can do. I guess I can always just, if I draw Tiresome Climb, I can just send him up with Tiresome Climb and double Hidden Passage, and that's like 8 days. 8 times 55 is 440. He's at 575. He'll probably die. Probably. Okay, let's stay as the boss. Maybe that Queen's Impling 10 damage makes the threshold happen. You never know. 290 is what he takes right now. I drop my Inferno if I want to play it like this. 330. What's he at right now? He's at 575. Minus 330 here. I'm gonna get the calculator out. I always skimp on this enemy because I don't like doing the math like this. But he's at 565. Minus 330 puts him to 235. 235 takes 55. 4.2 times, which rounds up to 5. He will hit me for 75 presently. If I just let him walk up there. Now, if I give him double Hidden Passage, Tiresome Climb. Basically, I think that is actually where I can just end it, because it is much better if I Inferno this coming wave. Like, significantly so. Although, better still is Infernoing the... Oh, well, I can just Inferno them next turn. Yeah, okay. I think this is settled. Oh, hold on, one more thing. One more idea here. What if I just double Hidden Passage Inquisitor? He will take 4 dazed, which puts him at 4 times 55, which is 220. Okay, so it's best for me to play it like this then, where I think that. Well, let's think about this next wave too. Why don't we? Currently, I will kill one of them. Yeah, you know, I just thought about how much I have to think about this. I have to compare 2 different lines. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, this is one of those positions. It's just not worth it. I don't need to work this out. I can just do big explosion damage there. Also, should have ascended these guys first so I could get a little extra damage, actually. That would have been big brain. I'm still going to ascend. I'm just going to ascend this thing. I should have ascended the 2 party boys I killed, though, for a little more damage. That would have been big brain, big brain. This is just regular brain. At 10 damage almost did matter. 515 we should meet without much concern, I feel. I hope. Yeah, I'm not really worried about our health bar since the Divinity is super dazed. I'm just gonna keep sniping enemies like this one. And also dodge this damage. How much do you hit me for? 20? I don't think I care about 20. High Priest. I crossed that bridge in 2 turns. Lots of hmms on this one, isn't there? Let's do this line. This is the line that makes the most sense to me. Put the razor sharp here. Just move this unit up and get the free kill. Oh, hey, that actually sets it up. Wow, that's crazy that that sets up the kill. So this changes it because what apparently happens here is Huskhermit getting the kill on this Clipped Reflector pushes Welder Helper's damage over to kill the Gilded Wing, letting Shardtail kill the second one. Yep, it was exact too. That's crazy. That was exact lethal. How about it? It's feeling like a real humdinger here. But at the end of the day, I have the Battle Helper. And I think we have enough damage now that I am comfortable. Weird, I don't really want to kill my Welder Helper because he's doing a pretty reasonable job at this point. But feels like it has to be right, doesn't it? It's a lot of armor. Although I'm just setting this Fledgling Imp up to stay alive forever. Oh, I'll kill the Fledgling Imp next turn. Not even that much armor, it's just 20. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a wasted turn. Because I am going to kill you, and with that, I believe the fate of this run is now sealed. Because again, we have 14 days on the Divinity. A situation that, to be honest with you, don't find myself in as often as you would expect. I really feel like I should like Drop Cage a lot more. Drop Cage hard carried this run. 100%. This Drop Cage holdover carries the run. That is the reason we are winning this is because of the Drop Cage and the Inferno. Like this all worked out really well. This is a bit of a thinker of a run, to be fair. But at the end of the day, I took Drop Cage for once in my life when I normally just skip it because I don't like it. And look what it did. Look at what the Drop Cage did here. And I took the Inferno and I went, hey, maybe it's good. And it was good. It's interesting because I think if I picked up Multi-Strike on the Huskhermit, the Inferno would have been significantly worse. But without basically the Inferno became the Multi-Strike on the Huskhermit. Inferno was the first 100 damage that he would do, and then he just got to clean it up. It was kind of neat. I think the second Ascend was also better. It was a bit of an accident because I was going to take the second Inferno. But the second Inferno, like when you think about it, 2 of these at 1 cost is a lot harder to play than 2 free hidden passages. And these were really clutch. Really cool run. Like a run that I could really feel proud of. This is some of the better Monster Train I've played in recent memory, I feel like. Good job, me. I did it. Hell yeah. I'm proud of myself. Alright. And I'm proud of you for watching this video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.